This spring break, me and my two best friends from high school traveled to Chicago, Illinois for about a week in order to see a bunch of different touristy type things and try some different kinds of foods. So, one of the biggest places that we went to was that we went to the Cloud Gate. You know, again, one of those really big touristy things that we all pretty much had to go see, as well as Millennium Park and the John Hancock Center. When we went up to do that, I participated in the tilt, which is where you got to actually lean off of the side of the building and look over there, which was extremely fun. And then when we went to go see other things like the Cloud Gate and Millennium Park, a lot of it was more closed down than normal, but it was still an awesome experience to get to be up close and still see those things. The other big thing that we did while we were down there was trying a lot of different types of foods. So one of the biggest places that we were real excited about when going up there was called Luminati's. Really big, interesting pizza place that's like a chain up in Chicago. And the day that we actually showed up was the 50th anniversary of the restaurant. So we got our pizza like half off. And then another restaurant that we didn't know about beforehand, but found and were actually probably the best place we ate the whole trip, was called Bluebird, and it's like this sandwich shop, and they had a bunch of different options. I ended up getting a Texas patty melt and some of their like mac and cheese, and it was some of the best food that we had while we were up there. And then finally, one of the last restaurants that we went to check out was called Portillo's. It's like their big like Chicago hot dog place, and they had a lot of different options and a lot of really interesting things, including a chocolate cake shake where you drank the entire shake, and at the very, very bottom of it, there was just a small piece of chocolate cake. So you worked your way down, and eventually you got a piece of cake that was just like soaked with chocolate milkshake. It was really good. So while we were staying there, we actually stayed at the Royal Sonesta Chicago Riverfront. Because of COVID restrictions, they were actually cutting a couple really good deals. So we were able to stay at this place, which is really nice and directly off of the Chicago River for St. Patty's Day, which we actually got to celebrate while we were up in the middle of the trip. So they dyed the entire river green. And it's not in this picture, but across the river was actually the Trump Towers as well.